Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we're back on the Play to Win account and we are looking at a furniture PvE priority list by Whitesushii. If you guys haven't checked it out on Reddit, he has a brand new PvE guide, which is what I love. Most of you know that I do not play PvP very often. The Legends Challenger tournament, the PvP aspect, I don't really play that often, but the PvP or the PvE aspect is what I really focus on. So let's go ahead, we'll break into the guide. Big shout out to Whitesushii for always producing the absolute amazing guides that we love to see. So looking here at the guide itself, it is the furniture PvE priority list. Looking at this, the good 9 of 9. So we'll go to the end really quick just to see how to read this guide. So hero priorities marked by the colored lines, with green being high priority towards the top left, red being not priority towards the top right. This is largely influenced by hero usage in PvE. So these are the heroes that we usually see and what they usually are very used to seeing. Strength of their 3 of 9 and 9 of 9 furniture marked by the white lines, which we'll look at in a minute. Heroes within the same boundaries are in no ranked order, which is very important. So looking here, let's get into the guide. The good 9 of 9s. As we can see here, Taylene Orthos, very powerful. Taylene does additional damage when she dies with her 9 of 9 furniture, as well as takes some of that health, which allows her to actually do rebirth quicker, so she can actually be alive quicker for a majority of the battle. Orthos 9 of 9, absolutely probably one of the best 9 of 9s in the game. His 9 of 9 furniture will actually stop time, allowing the strongest hero to continue to move when time is stopped, which is very broken as well. Wukong, we know his adds, or when he breaks into multiple Wukong copies, they give him a barrier. Iran straight increases his damage. You take one of the most powerful heroes in the game with an amazing crowd control, throw in additional damage, is very strong. Leica, of course, she gets the double normal attack. So you take the normal attack, you double it, it hits 2 targets. They can both have their defense reduction by both targets. So essentially you're doubling the damage that she does. Ainz, of course, his 9 of 9 is amazing because it shorts down the goal of life is death, which is a very powerful ability. Flora and Tassie as well, very solid. Flora I do not have built, do not use very much, but Tassie, every time she gets hit with the 9 of 9, reduces the cooldown on her teleportation ability, which is very strong. If you look here on the right side, so bad 9 of 9, all of these heroes, bad 9 of 9. 3 of 9, they do absolutely phenomenal. So when we have Zorath, we have Kelthar, or we have Khazard, Skarath, Daemon, Rowan, Gwen, Pharrell. 3 of 9 is all that they need to really perform well. So an easy breakdown right here, when you look at the wish list, if you have the heroes that are on the good 9 of 9, even on the good 3 of 9, they are the priority heroes that you want to see. They're the priorities that you want to build when it comes to the wish list, when it comes to the furniture wish list specifically. So looking here, tier 2 or the second tier, which is the yellow line, good 9 of 9s. Athalia, Aziz, very strong. Mizoth and the twins. We have Scrag in here. Scrag's 9 of 9 is absolutely amazing. Doing the attack rating bonus and also mitigating damage. Isolde 9 of 9, very strong, as well as Arthur. We have Mahira in here, which her 9 of 9 kind of on the fence. I have her 3 of 9, but 9 of 9 kind of on the fence. I think there's other heroes up here that are going to take priority long before building her to 9 of 9. Then of course the good 3 of 9s. We have our brand new Silas in here. We have Titus. We have Rain. Rain, absolutely phenomenal. 3 of 9, as we've seen her being built. The damage boost versus bosses, very strong. Looking here at the next tier list. So this is kind of the third tier of heroes you're looking for. The 9 of 9, which is really strong. We have Thorn and Nara. Nara's 9 of 9, very strong, but falls into the third tier list. Gorvo, again with the furniture, gives him more shields. Saurus doesn't really need the damage mitigation. Ezio does really good, but again, these are not the priority heroes. And the 9 of 9 bad. These 3 of 9, okay, a little bit good. Maybe build them when you get down the line. 9 of 9, there's no reason to build them. Then essentially we have another level here, which is Enchandra Thane. Baden, Kasos, a lot of heroes that players really do not use very often. Still good as of 9 of 9 furniture, but not really the strongest of what people use or what people see. And then essentially this is the 3 of 9 furniture, which again does perform pretty well, especially Torn. It does give him quite a bit more damage mitigation, but 9 of 9 is not needed. So looking at the bad 3 of 9s, which I love that Whitesushii put the bad 3 of 9s. So furniture building on these heroes, really not much of an effect. That is what they're really doing. So high priority out of the bad heroes, essentially. Nomura and Grez. Grez shield is his minions. Nomura, essentially the bad 3 of 9, but still good with them. I'm thinking the 9 of 9, but as you can see here, this is kind of the bad 3 of 9, the heroes that most people are not building furniture for at all because they're very, very low, no priority on this list, fall in the bad category, which is interesting because if you look right here, that is Mortis. Mortis is the brand new Hypogean hero that was just released. We have found out through testing, through building, Mortis does not really need furniture at all to be really, really phenomenal. I would highly recommend building Mortis if you can get a hold of copies of him. But in addition, his signature item doesn't really have a high priority as well to go ahead and build. So he falls in the no priority in the bad 3 of 9 section as well, because essentially most of these heroes in this category could use a rework. Cirrus could use a rework. Warwick is just used for bosses. Hendrik, not many people use because you have Arthur. You have a couple other tanks that fill that slot, especially a Strilda sensor rework. Lorzen in there, people just use them for the inner eye ability. Essentially Lucius. Lucius drops off a little bit later. So does Belinda, where the furniture doesn't really make a difference for a majority of these heroes. So the other thing to remember is with the furniture cards, this is really the big part. Players cannot get duplicates for mythic furniture cards. As such, the best time to use them would be when your hero is 7 of 9, since that's the point when a player is most likely getting a duplicate. So 7 of 9, 6 of 9 or 7 of 9 is really the sweet spot with furniture card. So do not use the mythic furniture card if you're getting 3 set bonuses. Don't use the mythic furniture cards because you don't want to get duplicates. Getting duplicate mythic furniture cards doesn't really have that much of an effect. Also getting the occasional message about asking for furniture, 9 of 9, even after the furniture is built for the stats. As we know, if you do have duplicates, you can use them to increase the stats. Not worth it. The return is not worth it when you can build other heroes to 9 of 9 or 3 of 9 versus getting additional stats from mythic furniture cards. Stats in general hasn't been proven situational enough as a consideration for PvP. As such, it is generally not worth it to go beyond 9 of 9 as free to play. That said, it is significant in Legends Championship, and we might see new information surfacing as people test them. So essentially, if you are heavy pay to win, or if you're very, very heavy PvP, it could make a difference with furniture cards, but the value there is only if you have a lot of heroes that you need 3 of 9 or 9 of 9 already built. So look at in the bottom, of course, big shout outs to a lot of the contributors to AFK Arena, including Whitesushii, for putting all of this information. Another key point before we sum up, if you take Shamira, for example, 3 of 9 or 9 of 9, they're good, which earns her a spot where she is, but sees very little gameplay. Remember, when we got at the beginning, it was a lot of heroes that is largely influenced by PvE hero usage, which Shamira, again, doesn't see very much gameplay overall. So priority list, definitely, I will put a link to this right down below, but building the good 3 of 9, the good 9 of 9, taking these heroes in the priority list as soon as you get them to Ascended, or even before you do have them Ascended, go ahead and build them out. That way you have the furniture kind of all set when you do get them up to Ascended, as I just did with Silas. When I got Silas up to Ascended, we already had several pieces of furniture, just like we've seen on my faction accounts as well. Making sure you have the furniture in there, knowing the heroes you're specifically building, because with the desired summons, it is very, very easy to build a lot of these heroes. If you look at the good 9 of 9, you have 3 very solid Wilders in there, which is the reason it makes the Wilder faction early game, mid game, late game even endgame, players are still using that Wilder faction. And of course, we do have the powerhouses in there, including the Talene, the Orthos, the Wukong. Very, very strong heroes, especially with furniture to buff their utilities. So that will do it for today, guys. That is the guide according to Whitesushii. I absolutely love the guides. The more information that we have in this game, the better. Remember, information is power. Unused information is absolutely worthless. So if you haven't checked out the guide on Reddit, I know a lot of the subscribers have commented, thank you for sharing the guide, because we do not look at Reddit. We do not have access to Reddit, especially if you are younger players. So again, big shout out to Whitesushii for creating all of the amazing content and the guides that we have. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you agree with the wish list, definitely let me know as well. And as always, thank you guys for watching.